Cancer, hello and welcome to my channel. So this is your reading, your Tarotscope for May 2025. Can you believe we've got 1 month to go and we're halfway through 2025? Let me know in the comments how you're finding this year. What successes are you having? The energies? How are you navigating? And also as well, put me a Cancer emoji in the comments so I can see who's a Cancer. Okay, so let's get to it. The two decks that you will be seeing in this reading are the Astro Matrix Tarot, and you will also be seeing the Time Traveler's Oracle by Denise Lynn, which is a brand new deck that I have just not unhauled, what's it called? Shared, unboxing on TikTok. Okay, so let's get to it then. Cancer. Show me the energy of Cancer for May 2020. Ooh, right, okay, we'll keep those. There's two that's fallen out. I'll keep shuffling. Put that deck up there a bit. I've got a bit of room. So, Cancer, you're jumping timelines. You're jumping timelines. As I was shuffling there, the energy went kind of strange in the shuffle. You're jumping timelines. So, Cancer, May 2025 for those watching. Right, okay, yeah. And you're jumping these timelines. It's going to enable you to really do what you want to do. Not what you think you want to do, or not what you think you should do. It's what you want to do. It's, you know what? I've been thinking about opening that bun shop for some time. I've been thinking about learning to make wedding cakes and birthday cakes. I've been wanting to become a florist. I've been wanting to open my own crystal shop. I've been wanting to move to something smaller or something bigger. And actually, the energy clears, the timelines collapse for you to do it, for you to take it forward. But we've also got the Seven of Swords. And this feels as though it's a past aspect of you that wants to come in and just. Oh, that's interesting. I'm seeing it as a past aspect that comes in to trigger you, your past aspect that comes in to trigger you to really cement it into you of what you actually want to do. So, for example, say if you think, you know what, I'm going to go all clean living. I'm going to give up the booze. I'm going to go to the gym and etc. etc. I'm going to start meditation practice. You will find that old aspect to you that loved a good drink, a good party, will rear. And it'll trigger you a bit, or you may even give into it, and that's fine. Don't worry about giving into it. It's actually part of the purge. It's part of the purge. And it's part of you alchemizing this old aspect of yourself that possibly was a bit trickstery or slippery or deceived yourself or did something like deceived another person. This is helping you to clear something. It's helping you to make sense of it and allow it to clear. Don't judge it. Don't mock yourself. Don't try to control it. Allow it to clear. Allow it to make sense. Allow it to play out. Yeah. Because it's here to make things clearer for you. And it's here to make sense of your emotions and your feelings. The Hanged One, which is about your spirituality, your belief system. Do you know something, Hunter? There's something powerful about being hung out to dry, being mocked by a group of people, being mocked by others, and actually in that moment being able to step into who you really are. Because when someone comes in and they're at you, telling you what they think of you, it may be true. You may have been a bit of a shit to someone. It's fine. It's allowed. It's part of the process. But actually, there comes a point where you go, you know what? I'm not putting up with this. I hear you, but I'm not accepting this behavior. I'm not accepting this constant reminder of my past wounding, my past mistakes. If you're not willing to let it go and move forward and evolve with me and join me on this journey of evolution, then the time is here that we part. Yeah? Interesting energy because it's a burden that you can't carry anymore. And I think this also ties in to this dude here coming in, this past aspect of you. It's part of letting it go. It's waking up after that girly night out or lad night out and thinking, actually, I am right. Because sometimes that's the truth, isn't it? We can choose to go for a new job or move a house or do a new routine, even if it's really, really good. But we can doubt ourselves. Should I stay here and try and make this work? Should I not step out into self-employment? Should I stay in this house and decorate it rather than move? So sometimes that past aspect of us has to come in and say, I'm going to help you. I'm going to help to release you from that. You know, a lot of people fear the devil or the devilish energy, but the devil can be one of our greatest teachers. The devilish energy can be one of our greatest teachers. The devilish energy can be addictions, codependencies, narrow-mindedness, past traumas. Helps to release the past. Incoming wisdom as well. There's going to be a lot of downloads and upgrades coming in May. It's getting ready for, the birthdays that are coming for June and July. Your 1 year around the sun, your journey around the sun. So there's a lot of upgrades getting you ready for that, getting you alchemized for that. Page of Cups. Some of you are afraid to go for your dreams, and this is down to past illusions. The reasons why you're scared of your dreams or trying to fulfill your dreams is actually down to past experiences where you've got it wrong or it's not worked out or somebody's mocked you. And that is something you've got to have to work through in May. And they said June then. It goes into June as well. And that's going to give you your happy ever after collaboration. For some of you, there's a meeting. Any of you that have got meetings in May and into June, it feels as though these meetings work out in the way they're meant to. You may not hear what you want to hear. You may not get the result you want to get or the result you think you should be getting. But the result you get is what is going to actually lead you to where you're meant to be you're happy ever after. The Two of Cups, your alignment. This card is a beautiful card. It's about our relationship with ourselves. If we want to have a good relationship with the world and a good relationship with another, it all starts here. If our relationship with ourselves is not right, it ripples out like, a stone across a pond. And so May is about taking that to the next level, taking it to the next level with the good old King of Swords, where by the end of May, it's like, you know what, I've worked through it. I'm free. I can step forward. I've got gratitude for who I am, where I've been and where I'm going. I don't fear other people's judgments or perspectives. I embrace them because the truth is there's a lot to learn. Yes, sometimes it can really hurt and it can be damaging, especially if we hold on to it. But sometimes there can be some truth in it that can really trigger us to bring something up. And with that, we've got the card of defense. So, yeah, defend yourself, but also listen. Listen to your reactions. Listen to the frequency of why is this hurting? Because they do say that no matter what somebody says to you, if you're solid in who you are as a person, it shouldn't hurt. When it hurts is when you believe there's some belief in it. Interesting. This is about taking back our power and what we allow to come into our lives. But also as well, there's an energy of giving in May. And giving to yourself and giving to others, Queen of Cups. Also, as well, in May, there's an element here of being kind, being kinder to yourself, being kinder to those around you, and honouring the fact that people are going through this release. And it's going to look different for everyone. The release, the Three of Swords, the heartbreak, and the justice, the karmic pattern is balancing. It feels as though you're also coming out of a karmic phase. Let me just have a look where I've put these cards on my grid. The burden, yeah, look at that. So I laid these cards in alignment with each other without realizing it. Oops, apologies. Yep. You want a better relationship with yourself, with somebody else. It's about these burdens, things you've been carrying, old stories, old fears, or doing too much where you can't enjoy a date, where you can't enjoy a coffee with a friend because you're on your phone answering your emails. It's about unburdening yourself. I also feel as well that there is a need here to possibly talk to someone. I don't like the words unburdening to somebody else because that feels as though it's putting that burden on somebody else. But this is about finding someone that can help you, guide you, talk to you, listen to you, inspire you in May. I keep wanting to say June. So June and May, very interconnected. So Cancer, May 2025. Cancer, May 2025. Yes. Ooh, interesting. This came out and I put it back in. It's abundance. The Hanging Gardens of Babylon. Abundance. Building a life that you're proud of. Learning, knowledge, downloads, wisdom, inspiration. You may also be time traveling to Babylon. This is the time traveler's deck. We know that we can time travel. We know that more people can time travel than we've been led to believe. Believe. You can do it via your dreams, you can actually just sit here and time travel. I do that. And then you come to me like, whoa, holy smoke, what's happening? Visiting other realities to gain ancient wisdom as well. Visiting past realities where you've had past lives and incarnations. We've got the pyramids here as well, leadership and ancient Egypt. So there's a lot coming up from the ancient Egypt, the pyramids. We know at the time of filming that they're starting to find other worlds beneath these pyramids of other realities. And now that this has been opened, it's going to lead on and it's going to ripple across the pond like many other things do. So, ancient wisdom, collecting ancient wisdom from different incarnations that you've had. Also, as well, finding your courage, Vikings in the new world, going forward, being bold, being fearless. If you think about the Vikings, they wanted land to farm, they wanted riches to have, and they went for it. Now, yes, towns were pillaged and all of that, but they went for it. So this is about you going for what you want and not judging yourself for it. Creativity, the Venice Renaissance, Italy. So this is about having a flair and fun and having fun with things, not being so serious. And life force energy, the Maasai in Africa. Life force energy flows through you, being pulled back and feeling quite vulnerable and raw, but that's going to be in your growth pattern, apparently. Expansion, planet Jupiter. So this is about expansion. Where's your one more card? And then that's it. Deliberation. At the feet of Lei Tazu, China. If I say anything wrong, just ignore me. Don't get triggered. It's fine. Deliberation. So we've got a lot coming, got a lot of new energies coming in. We've got a lot of clearing. We've got a lot of downloads. We've got a lot of time traveling, a lot of karmic clearing, but we've also got a lot of peace and a lot of inner work and a lot of tranquility and a lot of deep thinking. So interesting. If you'd like to book a reading with me or a session, all my website and stuff is below. If you want to catch up on other months' Tarotscopes, there's a playlist on here for Tarotscopes. And yeah, thank you for watching. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe. And I will see you in the next one. Bye. Gemini, hello and welcome to my channel. So this is your reading for May 2025. It gets to this point where I've got 3 left to film and I'm like, I hope to God I've said the right date because I don't know about you, but honestly, time is so at the minute. How are you finding this year? Have you got some words of wisdom that you have gained from this year? Yeah, that you could actually share in the comments to help the community. Because I'm loving how everyone is helping, sharing your stories, supporting each other, and I can feel the energy and the love. And I just thought, you know what? I'd like to see some words of wisdom that you've gathered from this year that have helped you go through it. And I would like you to put a Gemini emoji in the comments because I am intrigued to see which is the most which is the biggest, not the biggest, which star sign follows me the most? So I could have, I don't know, 1,000 Cancerians, 3,000 Librans, who knows? Let me have a look in the comment section. So let's get to your reading for May. So I'm going to be using the Unfolding Path Tarot by Athene Noctua. I'm also going to be reading, oh God, I can't get my words out today. Moonology Cards by Yasmin Boland. Okay, nice little sparkly moonology word there. Let's get to it then. We'll do the tarot as normal and then go on to the oracle cards. So, Gemini, 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 Gemini. Gemini May. This unfolding path that I'm using, this tarot deck, is actually quite good for journal stuff. I like to pull yourself a card on something. So, for example, what I'll do is I'll pick an area of my life that I'd like guidance with, and I'll pick a card or two or three cards, not a lot. And then I'll journal, just let the words channel through onto the page, and it's a real healing technique. So, Gemini, May 2025 for those watching. Okay, High Priestess. Wowzers. And at the bottom, we've got the Page of Wands. We've got the High Priestess here, and this is the wise woman energy. Doesn't matter if you're a man, wise man, wise woman. Don't forget, as a male, you'll also have the divine feminine energy within you. But this is you actually really embracing being you, finding comfort in who you are, and finding a peace within your story. Looking in the mirror and loving yourself, not trying to, paper over the cracks, so to speak, not trying to pretend you're something you're not. I also feel as well that, there's an energy here that you actually have a lot to offer the people around you, a lot of wisdom, a lot of wise words, and a lot of comfort. And it feels as though this is ancient comfort and ancient wisdom and ancient comfort that you've got from previous incarnations that you're bringing through at this time. So if some of you are feeling, left behind, especially if you're into your later years, your elder years, try to take comfort from this message that you still have a lot to offer. And I'm feeling as well some of you are estranged from family, but that doesn't mean to say you've not got a lot to offer. And actually, if you're estranged from family, then there's obviously generational healing and clearing going on there. And there is other people in your life as well that you can bring joy to. Ooh, Knight of Swords, here he is. And this is you getting your mojo back. Going for something, achieving something. I feel as well there's a wisdom that's come with this age. It could be a physical age, it could be spiritual age, it could be energetic age, mental age, but there's something here that you had to wait for wisdom for age, whatever that age is, either life wisdom, physical age, to achieve something. You know, sometimes you'll get people that will contact you and they want to be healers and they're in their 20s and you think, okay, I get that, but have you actually gone to work in the matrix? Have you gone into life to discover what life is about? And a lot of the time, no. They want to go straight from college into being a healer. And I strongly believe you need life experience under your belt first before you can even think about going into being able to hold space for others. And you need to get your own shit out your system first. And it feels as though you have done. Eight of Swords. Feeling nervous about something, feeling restricted about something. Knight of Pentacles, again, this very youthful, fresh start energy. The time is now. The Eight of Swords here is you in the past that has felt for some reason you can't achieve something. But now is the time that you can. And this is whatever you could be watching me in your 30s right now. You could be watching me in your 70s, 80s, and 90s. Whatever it is you need to achieve, the time is now. You weren't meant to have it all those years ago. That's what I'm saying. Whatever it is you want, the time is now. The Queen of Wands, which is the great manifester, she waits around for no one. She acts, she manifests, she creates. She's the fiery queen. She doesn't seek recognition from anyone. She doesn't seek permission from anyone. She gets on with her thing. She does her thing. And a transitionary period, leaving old fragments of yourself behind that no longer serve you. So it feels as though May is a month where many reflective moments will come up for you, many memories, many dreams. It's how the body is going to be clearing, going from a denser energy into a lighter energy. And it's up to you to let this stuff go, these swords. Do you see how she's actually putting them in the boat? You know, the traditional tarot is when she's in a boat and she's huddled over and somebody else is sailing her through the waters. And it can have so many connotations, can that card? But this card is like, you know what? I don't want anyone to sail my boat. In fact, I don't want to be in that boat. That can go. I'm ready to go myself. I'm ready myself to release my shit. And that is what she's doing. Yeah. It's almost like she's been sailing along and she's like, you know what? I'm getting out and I'm going to swim. And I'm going to let that go. Because otherwise we've got the Five of Pentacles, which is victimhood, victim mentality, feeling oppressed, feeling that's the energy that's been holding you back, feeling not enough, not worthy. This can be addiction, this can be illness, this can be money issues. It can be that you've had a lot of pain in your life, but you've stayed there. And this is what you're going to be releasing in May to get you out of that. So it's almost like I'm being shown you needing to take a really big, deep breath and have faith that you can work through this. Hermit, deep thinking, introspection, and you holding the light of your destiny and being able to step forward yourself. And do you know, I knew the magician, I could feel the magician in my waters, the alchemizer going forward. A month of alchemy, a Knight of Wands, and it leaves you clear. So you will find in May, you will be going through some really deep purging, deep releasing, frustrating energies coming up, really niggling energies, possibly anger, resentment, jealousy, vengefulness, all of that. It's how the body is going to purge it. Old visions of you, old aspects of you coming up. God, why was I so needy back then? God, why was I such a wino? Why did I used to eat all them pizzas? Why did I used to do that? It's all going to come up. And I want you to be kind to yourself because it's helping you to release that. Because if you watch me regular, you know on this channel we're talking about the fact that in order to keep going higher and keep releasing and healing, you have to let go of the old aspects, the old stories. Otherwise, you stay stuck there until you're ready. And when I say stuck, it's not to trigger. Well, it is to trigger, actually. But it's not as though you're being punished. It's like, right, could this cause too much pain for them to go forward? So it's almost like, okay, rather than saying stuck, let's call it holding lounge. I know in the UK, when I used to go and travel a lot on coaches, and there'd be like a holding lounge there, and you'd sit there. I don't know if they do it in other parts of the country, other parts of the world, sorry. God, my words today. Due on, you see. This is what happens. When you get to a certain age. We're dropping things tomorrow. Um, and you'd have to sit there and wait for your coach to come in. You'd watch them all getting the bags and going out and driving off and being waved off. And that's what I'm feeling here. Maybe there's been an element of feeling that you're in the holding lounge, but it's until if you think about a holding lounge, it's a time to think. It's a time to get a book out, and to use it wisely. Take a breath. Take a decompression. That's good actually, because the guides are saying, there's nothing worse, is the Claire, than you just get to the train station or the coach station or the airport just in time. Bloody hell, run, run, run to get my coach because I'm going to miss it on my train. But if you actually get there a little bit early or there's a delay with your mode of transport and you have to sit in that holding lounge, you can decompress, gather your scattered wits, and that's where you're at now. Oops, okay. Hold your vision, fixed moon. Hold your vision. Don't be put off by it not coming now. You and your loved ones are safe at the bottom. So there's possibly a lot of generational stuff around fear of your loved ones, a lot of past life fears coming up. Maybe you lost your loved ones in battle. Maybe you were one of the ones at a village that was raped and pillaged and all of that. So there's a lot of that you're clearing as well. And knowing that, to order to be abundant, you have to know that you're safe. There are adjustments that are required at this time. Communication is key. Talk to someone. Talk to a trusted friend. Talk to a pet. Talk to your guide. You can talk to them in your head or out loud. Talk to your journal as well, whatever you're comfortable with. And surrender to the divine. In order to achieve, you've got to surrender. We've got to learn. We're learning how to step out of this fear energy. And confidence is your key to success. Being confident in who you are and what you've got to bring to the table. And you're also being asked to look at the bigger picture. Bring love into the situation. So if all else fails, send love to it. I swear to you, that will work. And conclusions are within reach. So conclusions are within reach. And that is your reading. If you would like to book a session with me, all my sessions are via Zoom. My website is below with a great booking system on it, all my other social media. Please do like, comment, share, and subscribe to this channel if you like this content. Also, make sure you press the bell so you're notified of any content that we do on here. There's now 2 of us on this channel. So I think that's all I've got to say. Yes, I think so. Like, comment, share, and subscribe and all that. Like the video. Playlist. If you like these Tarotscopes and you want to track your placements or your energy through the previous months and see what the previous months we've been through, because sometimes it does us good to look back and see how far we've come. There is a playlist on here called Tarotscopes or monthly Tarotscopes that you can work your way through. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye. Taurus, hello and welcome to my channel. So this is going to be your reading for May 2025. Can you believe that we're nearly at the halfway mark of June? We've got 1 month to go and we're going to be at the halfway mark. How has this year been for you? Let me know in the comments. Have you got any words of wisdom that can be of help to those that need it? Put them in the comments. Let's build a community. I do love this community. Also, as well, give me a Taurus emoji so that I can see which star signs follow me the most. So, the 2 decks that you're going to be seeing in this reading are the Golden Tarot by Cat Black. I'm also going to be using a brand new Oracle deck that Gary's got, now I've got it. Soul Coaching Oracle cards by Denise Lynn. Let's get into the reading. As usual, it will be the tarot first and then on into the oracle cards. So, Taurus, May 2025. Taurus, May 2025. Whoops. Ooh, interesting. Right, so we've got some cards that are falling out. The first one was the Queen of Swords. The other 2 is the Empress. And we've got the 2 of Cups there as well. So those are falling out. Is that crystal? We've got the Ace of Wands at the bottom. It feels as though there's a breakthrough. Just let me take that off. It feels as though there's a breakthrough within a relationship difficulty within your life that you realize that the answer is about self-reflection. So there's something here within you that you realize and you go, actually, yeah, that's what needs healing. There's something, it could be oversensitivity, it could be over boundaries where we're too quick to defend ourselves type energy, but you realize that there's some inner work needed to be done. If you don't realize it, if you, for some reason you can't see it or won't see it, then what I'm saying with this reading is it's important that you do at least try and sit down and deal with it and heal it within yourself, because otherwise, if not, it's going to spiral. Ace of Wands is this moment that comes into you. Here we go. This moment that comes in that is meant to get your attention to something. The Empress coming in is about, nurturing and harvest and things coming home to roost. It can also be about the mother one. So this could be with a mother, it could be you're the mother, but there's something here within you, and the Queen of Swords is wanting you to cleanse it, is wanting you to rectify something. And I feel as well this person has come into your life. It might be, what was it? What was it? There was a hair on there. It might be more than one person that's come into your life to trigger this out of you. So it's some type of karmic contract, soul contract type thing where you're meant to be doing some inner work. And that's when you can take your leap of faith and you can be free of it. And then it's almost like if you want, and this isn't going to be for all cases, you two can enjoy each other more rather than being at loggerheads. This person has come into your life to trigger you, to trigger something for you to do some inner work. And how you do that inner work or how that looks like to you is your story. It's personal to you. But if you can do it, if you can use May to do it, you'll get through it and you'll clear it and you'll be able to enjoy that person a lot more. We've got the Lovers. There'll be healing between a relationship, and how I've placed them on my altar is like this. I'll have to do that because of the naked imagery, but it is what it is. See what I mean? So this is a reflective period where you've got to look inward in order to balance a relationship between you both. Judgment. Definitely. I stand by this message 100 and 200%. If 200% existed, 500%, I'd be there at the gate banging on that door and saying, come on, come on, come on. This is judgment. This is skeletons coming out of the closet. This is energies coming up. This is an opportunity for you to heal something here, for you to be able to go, you know what? I went to a cacao ceremony a few weeks ago, as many of you know. We both went, me and our Gary. And one of the things that Liam Brown says that in all your life, all the troubles that you've had in your life, there's one familiar theme in all of it. Your arguments, every single thing, there's one familiar theme. And that hair's not gone yet. Do you know what that one familiar theme is? You. It's us. It's us. Even if somebody does something and say you can say, oh, well, what about a child? Yeah, what about a child? But it's your job as an adult to deal with that properly, to deal with that in a healthy way. And I'm feeling this very strongly, Taurus, but there's a tendency here to stay stuck. Four of Pentacles, nope, I'm holding on. I'm right, you're wrong. I'm not doing this. But look at this. It's that Grim Reaper type energy. That's like a Grim Reaper type energy there. Which can be, obviously, we don't like to think of physical death and physical death as a punishment because it's not. It's just when you're going home to the other dimensions. But before you do transition back home, you want to get your shit cleared. You don't want to be taking this baggage back through those poly gates. Is there an illness here as well? There's an illness. This situation, if not healed properly, can turn into illness if it's not already done. If it has, then this work is desperado times to do this. Get it done. Because before it's too late, before you actually bring about your own, I'm hearing the word destruction. I don't know if it's part of his outfit, but it looks like a rope, or I think it's part of his outfit. But for this reading, it's looking a bit like the Eight of Swords, where she's surrounded by eight swords and she's bound. And that's what I'm feeling for this reading. Yes, Four of Cups. Nope. Somebody comes in with an apology and we're not going to take it because we've got our arms crossed. But this is a divine moment. This is a divine moment that you've got to do it. Some of you will be doing this and be going, I know what this is. I've been doing this a while now. May's going to be the month that boom, the clearing happens. Some of you are watching me will be going like, no, I'm not doing it. I can't do it. Okay, but you'll have to face it one day. This is a big, big, big clearing, and it feels as though this has been waiting many lifetimes to happen, which is why I'm feeling it so strongly. We've got to step out of the Five of Cups energy, the energy of poor me, because this is I'd call him a bishop or a pope or whatever. It doesn't matter what he is. He's a highly religious man. But this is someone that should know better. This is someone that should know better, but they've gone into needy, they've gone into self-sabotage. And this is about doing the work to get yourself out of the heaviness into the light, and actually having to put some work in here to heal this and to build bridges with other people. So once you've done the inner work with the Two of Cups, this, yes, is about another person, but it's also about the relationship with yourself, your feminine and your masculine, and allowing the divine to come in. Heart-centered consciousness. Once this has been done, it'll flow into your relationships, and you'll be able to have a better relationship with the person in question, but you'll also be able to have better relationships with other people. Yeah. So let's use some oracle cards. Taurus, May 2025. Taurus, May 2025. It could be that this person's not in your life. Then this is inner work that you do without them being there, if that makes sense. And remember that just because we're in the physical doesn't mean to say we're not connecting with people in the energetic. So Taurus, playfulness, yes, connections with others. Not, realizing that it's not just you and them. Beauty, it's a portal. Being able to see the beauty of your life, of your existence, and being able to see the beauty of what they bring in as well. And pleasure, taking pleasure in life. This disharmony you've got with someone or a group of people, it's taking your pleasure. Even when you do have downtime, even when you do go on holiday, you can't relax or really feel into that moment because of this pain. You standing in your power, not your toxicity. I'll tell you the difference. The power is admitting when you're wrong. Toxicity is, no, it's the Four of Cups card. It's, I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it. No, Four of Pentacles. Being stubborn. Let go of that stubborn. Maybe there's a soul contract here that's about releasing that stubborn strand of energy within you. No judgment. We're all here to learn. We're all here to release very similar things. It's about gaining inner peace as well and tranquility, because you're the one that's got to stay in your body. Love, self-love, and recognition for others, and being able to walk with an open heart and an open mind, and expecting miracles, and miracles can come true, and allowing those emotions to run freely. I want to say as well, some of you need to hear these words. It's okay to love, and it's okay to love them as well. This is a heart-opening month of opening the heart, opening the mind, body, and soul. Communication is going to be key this month, and it's about being brave and trusting. Look at the energy of that. Compassion for yourself and others. And one more card is having the courage to do this work that is needed at this time. Okay, so that's your reading for May. If you want to book a session with me, all my sessions are via Zoom. Website and booking system is down below, as is all my other links. Please do like, comment, share, and subscribe, and make sure you press the little bell as well so you get your notifications. There is a playlist on Tarotscopes on my channel, so you can catch up the previous months if you so wish, so you can follow your story. And anyway, thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye. Leo, hello and welcome to my channel. So this is your reading for May 2025. I've said this for all the Tarotscopes that I filmed so far today. Can you believe that the half year point of this year is nearly upon us? 5 weeks is there in May, and we are halfway through the year. Profound. How has this year been for you? Let me know in the comments, and also let me know in the comments what wisdom you've gained from this year, or wise words that you'd like to share with others watching that you think could help them navigate the rest of this year or make sense of this year. And can you also leave me a Leo emoji so that I know all the different star signs that follow me? So the decks that you will see in this reading are the Astro Matrix Tarot, which I really love at the minute, and the Time Traveler's Oracle by Denise Lynn. Let's get to it. We will do the tarot and then go on to the oracle cards. So Leo for May 2025. Leo, May 2025. See what wants to come through for those watching. Oops, right. So the Five of Swords has come out. We're dealing with a situation here with other people. We've got the Three of Cups at the bottom. We've got a situation where making sense of what's happened with a group of people or a person. There's definitely somebody else involved here, and we're trying to make sense of it. Trying to clean up after someone, trying to get a clearer way of viewing something, and make sense of where you're going next. Queen of Pentacles, there's something here about your self-worth being called into question, either by yourself, say if someone's betrayed you or let you down or gone behind your back or whatever. It almost, we have that moment, don't we, where why me? Or, why does this always keep happening to me? Or what's wrong with me that keeps attracting that in? And what I want to say at this point is there's nothing wrong with you. And we shouldn't say, why me? Because every event in our lives is trying to teach us something. You've just got to try and make sense of this and make the necessary changes that you've learned from this, that's come through from this, so that it doesn't happen again. And if it does happen again, you're able to see it sooner and it not go out of control. We've also got your King of Pentacles as well. So this is standing for something, standing for who you are. Your queen and your king coming is your masculine and your feminine. And I also want to say with this, it's almost like the king and the queen coming in the two cards representing each other and complementing each other. It's almost like the universe is saying, look, this is no bullshitting time now. You've really got to stand up. You've got to take a stand here. You've got to stand for something in life. You've got to really cement down into something and go into your self-worth. This energy of just being in victim mentality no longer serves who you are. And it's about you also knowing that you can get through this and having the tools to get through this. Six of Pentacles is also someone here, or a few people, or a group of people wanting to take from you at this time. And this isn't about going into the energy of not giving, but it's about being mindful of what people take from you. Again, if they're trying to take your integrity, your light, your standing. I'd also say as well, play your cards close to your chest, especially if this involves a group of people. Yes, you can give some of your time here, but also hold something back. Don't give out the full story. Yeah, Ace of Swords, the truth, a clarity coming through out of the fog. This is your life. Something comes up in May and it's showing you what needs to be shifted, what needs to be healed, what needs to be pulled back, what needs to be sprung forward. It's forcing you to sit and stand in your power. Nine of Swords, but you're anxious about something. We've been programmed not to want to stand in our power, not to want to sit in our power, not to know our self-worth. And, the new energies that we're going into, if we do not step into our self-worth and our unity sovereignty. So what I mean by that is often we hear the word sovereignty thrown about the spiritual community a lot. I say it a lot. But sovereignty can mean just me. When in actual fact, it's not just me. We are all one. But there are some choices that need to be made because you can't go on as you are. You can't go on picking up after other people. You could be a parent and you're paying your child's way, or you're just sacrificing yourself constantly for your child. You could be a child and you're having to sacrifice yourself for a parent. You're sacrificing yourself here, your self of respect, your sense of self, your time, your ability, and this needs to be changed because it's a power loss energy here. When we give away our power or our power is taken, that is what causes anxiety. That's what causes fear. So you're being asked to look at that. And maybe those sleepless nights and anxiety are coming up for you to look at that and heal it and release it. Face it the best way that you can. There's also a lot of life review going on where your guides are kind of gathering you together in the, other dimensions to look at where you are and where you need to go next. So there could be changes here that coming, people leaving, but new people coming in, a new soul tribe coming in. There's a soul tribe around you that are a soul tribe, which is why some aspects of it, there's a sadness and I don't really want to lose them, but they're a soul tribe to an older part of you, an older aspect of you that you've released. And this new soul tribe wants to come in. So it's about releasing your old self so that you can re-find your truth. Releasing the old heartbreaks, the Three of Swords there and the One of Swords there, the Ace of Swords. So it's deep reflection, deep understanding, and just taking some time out. It'll be a great time to just process and decompress. Page of Cups, your dreams, and what's happening in your dream state as well. There's a lot. This isn't the first reason I've done today where dream states have come in. Your wishes, your dreams, because it feels as though life has become quite hard here. He's a warrior. He's taking a lot of responsibility on, and he's forgetting the dreams of the younger little fella that he was, or the younger woman he was, or she was. Um, and what has taken this person away from those dreams? What burdens do they carry? And this is a time as well of releasing those burdens. It doesn't have to be constant work, work, work. Also, as well, you could have been codependent with somebody else because of a past life payback that needed to be paid back. But we're releasing that now with the Eight of Swords. Releasing it, letting it go, transition, moving away from it, placing those burdens down. There's something coming up in May that kind of forces you to look at this. Yeah, it comes in with the Queen of Swords, the King of Swords. You're going to be forced to face this. You're going to be forced to move beyond this. And I'm hearing the words whether you like it or not. We've got the card of battles, inner battles. Some battles you're not going to win. The Chariot going forward. Some people around you are determined not to hear you. They're determined not to see you. They're determined to not hear your truth because truthfully, they don't even know their own truth and you're expecting them to know yours. You've got a choice here of what you do with that information. Why are you trying to get people to see you? And this is Hierophant as well, having to go higher with your spirituality, not letting other people that are possibly stuck in the denser energies hold you back as well. Often when you're upgrading, you will get people that will come in to try and trigger you. Now, there's two aspects of this. There's a higher that they're coming in as the test to see how you react. But there's also the lower as well, where your light is shining to such a point, it triggers them. So rather than they go off and deal with that and heal that within themselves, they don't. They want to try and bring you down so they can say, no, 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 see you. This spirituality stuff doesn't work. Watch out for that as well. So Leo, May 2025. Creativity, the Venice Renaissance, Italy. So what are you creating? What are you part of? You're going to be asked to look at actually what you are creating because we can create artwork, we can create good stuff, but we can also create chaos. There's going to be something coming up for some of you where you're going to be asked to look at, are you being manipulated by other people to be part of their creation of chaos as well and their creation of drama. We've also got activations, humans discovering fire, Africa. So fire is transmutation, it's healing. So this is about you discovering your fire as well, understanding and actually going, actually, I can transmute this, I can clear this. Finding your courage, Vikings in the new world. So going forward courageously, knowing that the ship that carries you, the ship, not the shit, the ship that carries you can actually face those waves. that yes, somebody around you is possibly causing waves, but it's not going to touch you. In fact, it's going to propel you forward, because it's got its sails up as well. And it's going to propel you forward into happiness. Shambhala, Himalayas. So going forward into happiness and healing. And miracles do happen at this time. The Northern Lights, Iceland. So the mystery and mastery of life. For some of you, there's this real need to step out of false energies or denser energies, and a real despondency when you see yourself in those energies or slipping back into them, because sometimes we can. Have patience with yourself and others. Under the Bodhi tree, northern India. So stillness. May could be the month that you start looking into healing, that you start looking into self-explanation or self-expression, or who you are, where you want to go with your ascension and your healing. Transformation, Rumi of Persia. So deep transformation is coming up, possibly around the full moon in May. And then deliberation at the tree of Lao Tasu, China. Like I said, if I've said them wrong, ignore it. So having to go into deep deliberation about what you want going forward. And protection. The same cards keep coming out for all the Tarotscopes today. Protection. Going forward. Knowing that you are protected. Knowing that you are held. Stability. Working alongside others as well. Trying to find a peaceful outcome. So that's your reading. Hope you've enjoyed it. Remember, I will say remember the next group healing, but that was for April. You see, we are time slipping. But if you would like to book a session with me, my website and stuff is down below. My other links are there, my website, my booking system. Yes, thank you for watching. Please do like, comment, share, and subscribe. And make sure you press that little bell so you get your notifications. And I will see you in the next one. Bye. Virgo, hello and welcome to my channel, and this is your reading for May 2025. And can you believe that we're nearly at that halfway mark of the year? How has this year been? And if you've got some crazy great words of wisdom that have helped you through this year, or that you've got because of this year and you think they could help others, could you put them in the comments? Because it's all about community on here. Also, as well, can you put the Virgo emoji down there so I can see which is the star sign that follows me the most? So the two decks that you are going to be seeing in today's video is the Golden Tarot by Kat Black. I will also be using the Soul Coaching deck by Denise Lynn. Let's get to it. So Virgo. Virgo, Virgo, Virgo. Ooh, interesting. Right, so I'm going to leave that deck there because I'm going to have to get it up later because it's gone under my chair and no one wants to see me wheeling about like that. So let's go on to the Radiant Rider-Waite deck. You know what that is? Timeline collapse. Boom. You're on a timeline collapse in May. There's a few of you on timeline collapses. So Virgo, a timeline that you are on, boom. But I feel as though this is a good feeling. This feels good. Let's see where it's interesting. Let's see what I've landed on. 6 of Coins, bringing in balance. So, Page of Wands, being able to achieve something. Something clears in a huge way in your life so that you can achieve something and you can start your progress. You can start the process needed to bring about something. After a period of deep retreat, deep introspection, deep reflection, deep healing, deep realization, self work, shadow work. You now come into your truth zone. Woo! It's a decision, a crossroads. These are the two timelines. Boom. And you're in the middle of it. So it's not just the universe coming and saying, boom, let's just blow it up and trigger them. It's you that's in the middle. You're going to cause this timeline collapse. But I feel, and I will still stand by it, that the timeline you're going onto is a good timeline. Let's keep looking at it. This comes from a period of healing, and it's where your wish comes true. The Knight of Cups, your wish comes true. So whatever healing work you've been doing, it's been working. You just need to balance it correctly. Because when we go through periods like this, you can feel it actually. Once you get knowledge of it and experience of it, you can feel that boom energy coming in. You've got to fully decide if you're willing to let go of the past. Because there's going to be this tendency to want to take it with you, the Two of Pentacles. If I can just balance it. I'll give you an example of it. I want to be a vegan, but I like steak. So if I have steak once a month, I'm still a vegan. No, you're not. See what I mean? So you've got to be willing to let go of those past versions of yourself, but you're going to do that. Queen of Wands. You're going to go, yeah, you know what? I've taken that or that aspect or whatever that other pentacle is for far too long. I'm going to release that now and let that go. I'm going to start stepping back out into the world. And yeah, I know that I'm protected. I know that I can always go into my cave if I fancy it. But I'm not going to shut myself off from the world because I'm stronger than that. I'm better than that. This is a big, 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 big challenge that you're overcoming. It's healing. There's heartbreak here. Okay, let's have a look at the next card. The Moon Illusion. We'll do another card. The King of Cups. Seven of Swords, which can be deceit, but strategy as well. The Wheel of Fortune. So this timeline, boom, is all about leaving behind a period of your life that was heartbreaking, that was illusional, that was trickery, fuckery energy, that type of thing. It's about leaving that behind, and that Wheel of Fortune comes in, boom, with that timeline collapse to bring that in. It's that simple. High Priestess, intuition, spiritual insights. Be careful of your spiritual insights. I don't mean be careful of that kind of thing, but observe them. That's the better word, Claire. Observe your spiritual insights in May, because that's going to give you the information that's needed. Ace of Cups. I'm hearing the words a call to spirit. So some of you have possibly been thinking about doing some type of healing work, spiritual work, online work, or whatever, work within the community. Work. It doesn't need to be spiritual work. It can be just being of service in some way, shape, or form. And it feels as though May is going to be the time that you can really get that going and you feel confident in yourself to achieve that. Yeah, you're not going to be, oh, but what if it fails? What if I get laughed at? What if I get mocked at? It's almost like I can see you rolling up those sleeves and getting out there and doing it. And it'll be different ways for all of you. Some of you, yeah, you'll be setting up as a healer. Some of you will be community charity work. Some of you will be within the family system. Some of you will be with your neighbour. Some of it will be giving a friend a shoulder to cry on. It'll be different for all of you. But you feel more confident in yourself and what you've got to give to the table. Boom, let's have it. I feel a bit wired today. I've just I did a very transformational Reiki session on someone this morning, and it's left me feeling a bit, which is quite good. It's all about the fun. Isn't it lucky that Virgo gets their reading done in this energy? So Virgo, okay, commitment. Commitment to your path, commitment to your healing, commitment to your growth, commitment to your ascension and your awakening. And you know what? I'm hearing it doesn't have to be perfect. We get bad days, we get good days, we fuck up, and that's fine. Don't judge yourself. We've got light as well. Being free, embracing your light, embodying your light, stepping into your light, new beginnings coming in. boom, that timeline collapse coming in. Let's be having you. It blowing up in dust and you cycling through with balloons. Make sure they're sustainable balloons though. I'm only joking. Um, believe. So higher consciousness, expansion, knowing that there's more to this planet than just eat, sleep, rave, repeat. Big breakthrough coming in. Let's get ready for it. Let's have it. Huge spiritual insights, Victoria. Who's Victoria? Anyway, Virgo, I meant an abundance flows through you and to you. So stepping into your abundance, acceptance of who you are and where you've come from and where you're going. I am who I am. I know who I am. So whatever you throw at me, just, it's like Teflon. And a call to action. Call to spirit, a call to action. Boom. So this timeline collapse is very, very interesting. It's taking you on an adventure, another spiritual adventure. So there's going to be new downloads coming in, new upgrades coming in, new spiritual insights coming in. You know that moment where you think, "Oh, I've done it all now. I've done all the Reiki sessions, all of that. I've learnt it all. Is there anything else that I can learn?" You know, we have those moments, don't we? Well, you're going to see that there's a whole host of other things to learn because this is part of your awakening, your spiritual awakening. What is being reflected back to you? Growth and spiritual awakening coming at you and taking your awakening to the next level. I always say to people, you don't just start on a spiritual awakening and that's it. You keep spiritually awakening all of the time. Life is an awakening. It doesn't stop. There's always something else to learn, something else to process, something else to grow from, something else to step into compassion from. It's not just, yeah, I'm awakened. It's not that. That people that think that is just ego. It's an ongoing cycle, it's an ongoing progress. And you're at a stage, Virgo, where it's boom, timeline collapse, and then you can get onto some good work. So yeah, and that's possibly why, accumulating all your wisdom to take it forward into the universe. That's your reading for May. Hope you have a great May. If you want to book a session with me, they're all via Zoom. My website and social media links are all down below. Please do like, comment, share, and subscribe. If you would like more content, if you'd like to see more content, make sure you press the little bell also so that you're notified every time I do a video. And you can visit the Tarotscopes playlist if you want to track your progress through the previous months. Thanks for watching. Love to all. Bye. Libra, hello and welcome to my channel. So today we're going to look at your star sign for May 2025. And if there's any words of wisdom which you have gathered this year, or insights or quotes, etc., that you think could help others, then please do share them in the comment section below. Also, as well, can you leave a Libra emoji so I can see which star sign follows me the most? Okay, so let's get to it. The decks you will see in this reading are the Unfolding Tarot by Athene Noctua. You will also see the Moonology Oracle by Yasmin Boland. Okay, so we will start with the tarot first, and then we will go straight into the Oracle cards for Libra. So Libra, May 2025. Oops. Libra, May 2025. Libra, May 2025. Good shuffle today for you. Ooh, okay, we're starting. Ooh, cleaning up, being raw. Allow yourself to be raw and vulnerable. Deep cleansing, deep healing. Literally, it's almost like I'm seeing you're pulling your skin back, not physically, and letting that stuff out. Letting all the false masks out, letting all the false narratives out, all of the people pleasing, all of the old trauma. And it's like, I am brutally raw, cleaning up, walking forward, not trying to hide from your trauma, from the traumas, not yours. We're not owning it on here. Judgment, everything coming up, clarity, knowing exactly where you stand and where you are. There's no going back. We've got the Two of Swords. There is no going back. We've got a choice, and we can't see an outcome here. You have just got to make a choice. You've just got to make a choice with this. Stop trying to see an outcome. Stop trying to. Maybe there's some childhood conditioning here of making the right choice, good and bad, naughty and nice, and all of that. You've just got to make a choice. And you've just got to make a choice that comes from your authentic part of you, the most authentic, vulnerable part of you, for your well being with the Queen of Cups, for your nourishing with the Queen of Cups. It's about making you happier. You've possibly been in a situation for some time where you've been faking it, or you've been trying to paper over the cracks, or you've been trying to look through it through rose tinted glasses, and it's not working anymore. And you know that. You've known that for some time. So this is about you putting your needs first, your emotional needs. I'm feeling as well, I'm seeing, I don't think this is for all of you, but I'm seeing this at least for one of you, where one of you has a mother that never put her needs first. Or maybe it appeared that she did, but she actually wasn't. Riddle me this, okay? This is about putting heart-centered needs first. It's about stepping into your heart, your self-care and your nourishment. Maybe mom never did that in whatever way that she didn't do it. But for you, in your generational healing, you've got to do that. Otherwise, you're going to stay in this cycle of being backstabbed and betrayed and humiliated. And a lot of people are trying to suppress you, but that's because possibly they're jealous of your light or your creativity. And at some point, you've got to take a big, deep breath and go forward. Not everyone's going to like what you've got to say or do. Eight of Pentacles is about creating a life for you. I feel as well, I know she's doing ballet, but I feel that there's a need here to join groups and, I don't know, book clubs, craft groups, getting out into the world, creating a life that you're happy about, that you're comfortable with. Being able to enjoy what you're creating. So this can be anything, your work, closing down old aspects, old emotional needs. There's somebody in your life that is also trying to avoid their emotions, and stop wasting time on them. Stop trying to wake them up. Stop trying to make them see something. They don't want to see it. They don't want to see it. And whether they ever see it, it's not your stuff to carry. You've got to be brave in this situation. This is about you going, you know what? I can't do anything about you anymore. I've got to put me and my needs first going forward. A Hierophant, spiritual insights. A lot of people think that being spiritual is about being a walkover, or, well, that's not kind or spiritual to just abandon someone. But sometimes people need tough love. Sometimes people need to be abandoned to wake up. Sometimes people need the ending of a relationship or a friendship to wake up. And that might not wake them up. That could spiral them even further. But that's not what you need to be bothered with, okay? Possibly even getting guidance from someone. We've also got the Empress. I mentioned the mother wound earlier. So creation, manifestation, the Hierophant working together with the Empress energy, and family, whatever your family looks like. If for those of you that are trying to make your family look a certain way or be a certain way, then that's not the way to be. You've got to have the family that you are. There's no point trying to fit in with what all the other mums are trying to do in the gates, or whatever all the other dads are trying to do. You've got to have the family for you, and you've got to make sure that your home is a safe space. And again, I feel that there's an offer coming in here, but there's also that energy of somebody not wanting to be approached. That's fine. There's something else coming in for you. And as I say that, we've got the Ace of Pentacle coming in. There is something else, whether it's tied into a new relationship, new friendship, new job, but whatever that situation is where that's interesting. Look at my deck. That card just flipped out and I'm not shuffling. I'll read on it. Whatever it is needs to be let go of. It could be a person, it could be a situation, it could even be a mindset for some of you. Let it go. Manifest something better with the Two of Wands and the World in your hand. So there's a bit of a cycle here for you, Libra, this month, working through everything. And this is where we'll end. Well, we'll end the tarot reading bit, the King of Pentacle. You know, knowledge, power, abundance, worth, creating something, not being afraid to be bold, not being afraid to step into your power. You're going through a cycle, a shedding of the layers. The moons are going to be really, really strong for you. And this is about you just riding those waves. So let's see what the oracles have to say for Libra. So Libra. Libra, Libra, Libra. Keep shuffling, okay? Keep shuffling, okay? Libra, conclusions are within reach. So a month of conclusions, many endings, letting go of the old dead trees. You know, sometimes a tree loses its leaves and it comes back, but some trees in your life are really not coming back. And you've got to admit that and let it go and concentrate on the areas of the forest, the areas of the garden that actually need your attention, that are willing to grow, that are willing to be abundant, and let it go with grace. You know, if you think about if you've got a forest or a tree or a garden and some plants are just dying, they're not coming back or they've died, you won't just chuck them in the bin. You'd release them with thanks and thanks for what you showed me, for the things that you brought me, the time that you spent with me. And this is as well with these relationships, friendships that need to be released. And luck is firmly on your side. It's just waiting for you to poof and go for it. You have to surrender to divine and trust in the higher outcome. Confidence is your key to success. We've got the King of Pentacle energy coming in again. There's no points playing it small. You can't do that anymore. And look at the bigger picture. You must look at the bigger picture. Stop playing small. Stop playing narrow-minded. Boom. Expansion. And bring love into the situation. If all else fails, send love to it. Send love to yourself. Send in love to past and future versions of yourself. And don't let your past hold you back. There's an element here, a little chink or in the glitch in the matrix of this reading, where there's something, someone, an energy or whatever it is, it'll be different for each one of you, where you're going to be tempted to just stay stuck, to stay in that cycle. Don't. Okay? Let that past go. A fiery climax approaches. So there is a huge purge coming in May. And you've got to step out of your comfort zone. There's another card that wants to come into the reading. Final card. Your dreams need a practical plan. I feel like there's another one. Your dreams need a practical plan. So again, King of Pentacles, you know, create something. Don't just wish it and wish it in, but get out there and make it happen. Nothing is yet set in stone. There's another one. And a win-win outcome is forecast. Okay, there's another one. I love it when we get this one. They just want to keep giving the cards out. Don't let pride get in your way. So don't let pride get in your way. And this card apparently is the final card. The energy is gaining momentum. So Libra, you have a very big month ahead of you in May. Make the most of it. Embrace it. Don't run from it. Don't get pulled back into the past. Let it go with love and thanks and forgiveness and gratitude. And that's it. If you would like to book a reading with me, my website is below. It's got a great booking system. All sessions are via Zoom. My other links, oh, there's a flyer there. My other links and stuff is also down below in the description box and pinned comment. Just look at that little fruit fly or something flying about. Like, comment, share, and subscribe, and make sure you press the bell so that you're notified of any videos that we do on here. And yes, there is a playlist on here called Tarotscopes, monthly Tarotscopes, that you can go back and watch previous ones to see what that month had to give to you to track your process through the years. Thanks for watching. Love to all. Bye for now. Scorpio, hello and welcome to my channel. So this is your reading for May 2025. And isn't it amazing that we are got this month to go, and then we're halfway through this year. Can you do me a favor and let me know in the comments how you have found this year? What's come up for you? How are you navigating? Also, as well, what's your words of wisdom that this year has given you that you can share in the comment section that can help people? And give me a Scorpio emoji so that I can see who has the most star signs. Like, have I got many Scorpios following me, or mainly Cancer following me, or mainly Virgo? Because I'm nosy like that. So the two decks that you will see in this video are the Astro Matrix Tarot. You're also going to be seeing the Time Traveler's Oracle by Denise Lynn. So let's get to it. We'll do the tarot first, and then we'll do the oracle cards. So, Scorpio, Scorpio, Scorpio. Okay, so we've got the defensive on. We've got the defensive on. There's something coming in here where you feel as though somebody's coming at you, or you're going at something with the Knight of Swords at the bottom. I'm feeling, and I know we've not pulled any more cards, but there's something here about just let your guard down. Be careful and be mindful that this defensive mechanism isn't something that you learn in childhood that you need to let go of. Yeah, there's a time and a place when you need to hold your own, but sometimes you just need to let things go. And I'm feeling that. Yeah, because Three of Swords, heartbreak, and we're needing to release that. Because when we put walls up, we stop energy coming in. This heartbreak that you're carrying is too much. It's taking so much joy from you that you could be using in certain areas of your life and in other areas of your life. You should be enjoying your time with others. Three of Cups. There's an energy here of feeling as though the whole world's ganging up against you, when in actual fact they're not. They're just dealing with their stuff. I think there's a tendency here to overfeel and overhear something that's not even there. And it's a trauma response. It's a trauma response. But the trauma response is okay when it's the actual trauma. But if that trauma response isn't healed or released and we carry it beyond, it holds us back and it helps us to feel isolated. You can't make it up, can you? Five of Cups. You know, the Three of Cups, which is there, the Two of Cups, which is himself, holding on to something from the past that needs to be let go of. The bridge over it. Build, you know, they're saying, build a bridge and get over it. It's true fact. Build a bridge and get over it. And sometimes it can be easier said than done. But how spirit look on us and think, well, it is. It is. When you start doing that type of work and you realize, it's when you have the breakthrough, isn't it? When you've done a lot of work on something and all of a sudden you have that breakthrough and you realize, oh my God, I was holding on to something there that I didn't need to hold on to. I was carrying something with me that was just stopping me going forward. Hanged One. Making you feel blocked. You know, that heartbreak, that Three of Swords energy there is just making you feel blocked. It's keeping you back. And it needs to be released. And it feels as though it comes in, it's allowed to be released through the Hanged Man, the Hanged One. Because this is also about seeing something from a different perspective. You know what, actually, they didn't really mean that. They were just hurting themselves. They were just upset. They just didn't know how to process their anger. It wasn't about me. It was about the wounding that they had that was also reflected in my wounding. And I can let that go now. I've had that light bulb moment where I can let something go and move forward. Itchy nose. The devil. It's almost like this devil card is all about the energies being scooped up in me, all being, oh, itchy nose, I don't want to sneeze on camera. All those energies being scooped up and made sense of. It's time to clear it, and it feels as though May is a month that you go through a real deep clearing. I mean, we've just had the March stuff, we're into the April stuff, which is big astrologically. So there's a lot of stuff that we've been working through the past couple of months to get us ready for this, to get us ready for these many breakthroughs that are coming in for all of the star signs in different ways. And with you, Scorpio, it's no different. And that's how you get your happy ever after. Talking to others as well, and collaboration, and seeing yourself part of the whole and not as part of the separate. The judgment, the clearing, ideas, seeing things clearer, coming out. I don't know if you can see it on the camera, but the skeletons, yeah. Old stories, old aspects of you that have died. And that, it's like I can't keep taking him or her throughout my life. The victim mentality, the one that can't let go of the ex in whatever. It's a real deep clean. I used to be a dental nurse. Well, there's a thing as a dental nurse called an aspirator. It's what they suck the water out, and that's what I'm seeing. I used to love that job, sucking all that water out and cleaning. I should have known then what I was going to go into. And I'm seeing that aspirator, especially when we used to turn it up. It's like a real deep clean of that aspirator, a real deep clean of the gums and the teeth and everything, the mouth. And it's the same with your life in May. And it's going to help you to celebrate more. It's going to help you to enjoy life more and feel part of life. So you don't feel as though you're on the outside anymore. And this allows you to go forward. And I feel into June, you will be going forward. May is the start of that. The Page of Pentacles is, oh, I've got an idea here. Ooh, then the pages and other pages and Knights and of Pentacles and of Swords and Wands all put it into practice in various different ways. And that's the thing, isn't it? An aspect of you gets the idea, but then another aspect of you, if you think air, wind, fire, and water, the elements make us up. We've all got a fire. We've all got a water side. We've all got an earthy side. We've all got an air side. So it's using all those different elements to release something. Scorpio. Flexibility, a prehistoric bamboo forest, Southeast Asia. So you're being asked to be flexible. That's the thing, isn't it? We associate flexibility with being soft. Well, it is soft and gentle. I don't want to be soft. Soft can be soft and gentle, but some people think soft is soft and in a derogatory 3D way. Whereas you can still be the lion, the leopard, the tiger. You can still have your strength, but be flexible. Again, it's all about different elements of you. You can have your strength and you can have your flexibility there. I do like this deck. Activation, humans discovering fire in Africa. So again, we've got another element coming in, fire element, transmutations, discovering certain aspects of you, discovering different aspects of you as well. Protection, the cave of the hands and Argentina. So knowing that you're protected, knowing that you've got a cave there that you can go to be safe, but it's all with crave. What you craving? cave. This cave can go with you. Again, we start off the reading with this boundary cards, and I'm going to, protect myself. You are protected. You don't need to have all of these brick walls up. You can release and go with the flow. Planning Machu Picchu, Peru. If I say any of these words wrong, ignore me. It is what it is. It's not going to affect the reading. It happens all the time. Again, look at that. Spiritual enlightenment and planning and procedure and making a plan of how you want to go forward with things, journaling. Magic, Glastonbury, Britain. So heart opening as well. You may be having magical dreams. You may have past lives in Avalon. You may have past lives in other realities right now. They do say, don't they? And I do believe this, that right now, yes, I'm physically here, but there's other aspects of me all around the universe. Exuberance, the roaring 20s in Paris. And this is telling you to enjoy yourself more, to not see yourself as separate. Adventure, the Silk Road in Mongolia. Going on adventures, having fun. Boundaries, interesting. The Great Wall of China. So we started off with the card of boundaries and we're finishing with boundaries. I'm going to pull another card to see what comes after that. Breakthrough, the moon landing. That's the thing with the Great Wall of China, isn't it? It was a boundary wall, but look what it is now. It's a place of spiritual pilgrimage. It's a space of other people can walk those walls now. And this is about you. Yes, you can have your boundaries, but not where you're totally closing off. Does that make sense? Some people, like for instance, dating, if they've had a heartbreak in the past, they will close off and never date again. Whereas this is about actually, I am going to date again, but this is where I'm happy to go. This is where I'm happy to take it. These are my boundaries. I'm not going to stay in my house and not date ever again and isolate myself, but I'm going to have the happy medium. I'm going to go to the party, but I'm going to leave at 9 rather than 11. I'm going to go shopping with the girls, but when they go off for drinks and booze or whatever, I'm going to come home and have a coffee, that type of thing. So you're not isolating yourself. And the boundaries card in the tarot is also about releasing boundaries, which is why he's stepped out with one of his wands and he's not stood behind all of the wands. So yeah. Thank you for watching. If you'd like to book a session with me, a healing or a reading, my website is below, as is all our other social media platforms. Thank you for watching. Please do like, comment, share, and subscribe. There is a playlist on here, Tarotscopes, if you want to go and watch previous month's Tarotscopes to watch your progress throughout this year. Thank you for watching, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye. Sagittarius, hello and welcome to my channel. So this is your reading for May 2025. And can you believe that at the end of this month, we are halfway through this year? Have you got any wisdom or wise words that you would like to share with everyone in the comment section about what you've gained this year or understood about your life, the universe, that you would like to share that you think could help people? Because the comment section is about that, and that's what I want the comment section to be about. And I'm already seeing examples of that, of how you can help each other. Also, as well, drop me a Sagittarius emoji as well, because I want to see which is the more prominent star sign that follows me. Okay, so let's go for it. The decks that you will be seeing in this reading is the Astro Matrix Tarot. I'm also going to be using the Time Traveler's Oracle by Denise Lane. I'm not picking my nose, I've just got an itchy nose. The Time Traveler's Oracle by Denise Lane. I love both these decks. Let's get to it then. Sagittarius. Sagittarius. Ooh, interesting. Let's just drop the deck. Okay, we'll gather those cards up. So I've just thrown the deck or some of the deck, and I feel the message of that is that something is dropped that you don't want to hear, that you don't like, that upsets you, that has possibly been coming for some time. And interesting, it's death and rebirth. And left out in the cold. Five of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. There's something here where a truth drops somebody's action. It's the energy of I can't go back after this. There's no going back now. You're going to try to go back. Some of you will try to go back, but the rest of you will realize that yeah, this has been a long time coming and I need to release it. Whether it's someone's actions or words, but it makes you feel as though you're out in the cold. And I feel as though this is coming in, Sagittarius, to help you release the victim mentality of this is happening to me, not for me. And I'm being pushed out of something. But I also feel as well that getting pushed out of somewhere is going to push you into somewhere else. So not all is lost. The King of Cups, there's some emotions that are going to be rising up and clearing deep held emotions. Emotions that you've suppressed are going to start to rise back up so that they can be reprocessed and healed with wisdom. I'm thinking these emotions are emotions from the past where you were too young to alchemize them. You didn't have the experience that you've got now. So your little self will be revisiting you, emotions from the past. It's not about it coming in to break you, it's about making peace with it. And you, as the adult, alchemizing that with your spiritual knowledge and your knowledge of life. And that's how you can actually stabilize these emotions and stabilize yourself. But also, as well, with the King of Pentacles, it leads into you going, actually, I know my self worth now. And being proud of the work you've done and being proud of how far you've come. And that's why you get your breakthrough and your new start with your Ace of Wands. There's also an opportunity coming in. I'm getting the vision of somebody coming in at the last minute as a breakthrough. Could be an email, could be a text, it could be a meeting, but they come in with the last minute for a breakthrough. And here we have it. And, we've got this fiery energy coming in, change and transformation. It'll look different for all of you. It'll play out different for all of you. This King of Pentacle here as well, this is something that means something to you. And it's something that's precious. And it's like, I actually don't want to let this moment pass me by. I've got this great idea, this great urge to create something or to start something, and I don't want to lose it. And it's almost like there's an aligning of the stars that helps to bring that in. We've got a moon energy here, the illusion, and we've got the Seven of Swords. There's an energy or frequency here that is being sort of purged of the inner world and I'm finding this in all the Tarotscopes that I've done today. This purging of the inner world, this releasing of the inner world, this strategy, old strategies, old ways of thinking, old ways of being that need to be released. Some of you as well want to work with someone, but this person can't be trusted. There's been a shift in frequency and possibly you're not a vibrational match anymore. This could be in business work. It could be in family. It could be a friend, that all of a sudden they're wanting to still meet up for coffee, but you just get this ick feeling in some cases, or it doesn't feel as though it flows for you. Oh, there's a feeling in my gut and I don't know why. Listen to your gut. Um, it's nothing sinister. It's just they're not a match for you anymore. There's new dreams that want to come in, new experiences, new relationships, which will be more victorious and more aligned to where you are and where you're going. And this is the Empress card. Do you see how we've moved through the spread? How lighter it's got and how creative it's got and how expansive it's got. Don't stay stuck though. This is about releasing that stuck energy. Three of Pentacles, new ideas, new jobs, house moves as well. I'm seeing some of you having meetings with estate agents and plans, plans for renovations, building work, all of that kind of stuff coming in. Because the thing is, as you change, your house changes. And in some cases, it's just moving the furniture around, having a decorate. Could be like ripping the kitchen out if it needs it. It could even be moving. Sometimes we can have such a shift that the place we're at, we can't be at. And we need something else, so that's coming in as well. Emperor, so big decisions, big life-changing decisions coming in. Letting go of the old crew, the old friends, the old places that no longer serve you, and coming back to a sense of self, walking over the bridge and getting over it. And not staying stuck in these old groups. If you stay stuck in the old tribe, you will stay there. This timeline may disappear or it may just fluctuate until you are ready for it. We've got the magician, which is you, with all the tools on the table. Look at the alchemizing that's going on there. This is about you going, you know what? I have got every tool on the table. I've got my sword, I've got my pentacle, I've got my wand, I've got my cup. So I can transform this, I can transform my life. Um, Interesting. So let's do the oracle cards. Sagittarius, Sagittarius, Sagittarius. It's May. Vast vistas, nomad steppes of Mongolia. Possibly said it wrong. Who cares? So it's broadening your horizons. Maybe even going into the other dimensions to learn those old past life techniques that you had. You're being asked to expand out of your box. Stop boxing yourself in. Stop boxing your life in. Stop thinking this is all I'm worth. We've got Amazon rainforest and growth. There's a lot of growth. Growth at the root of this reading, expansion, but it's not the type of expansion that you wait to come in. It's the expansion that you go out and you create with your thoughts, your deeds, and your actions. There's a breakthrough coming. Moon landing. Do you want to be the first to do something? Cracking something that you've not been able to crack? Breakthroughs, moving forward, portal energy, stability. You know, May is also the run up to the eclipse, not the eclipse, the solstices. So the May energy is building us up for that and getting us ready for that. I keep saying eclipse. We're coming out of the eclipses, but yeah, anyway, the solstices. Um, and then, take it in further. We've got Lionsgate as well. So we're building up. It's almost like I'm feeling Sagittarius, this real building up of energies. And we've got miracles and magic and looking higher. Stop looking just at the problem in front of you. Look higher. And if there's any guidance that you need, you're being asked to look higher, to be expansive, to go to people that don't just tell you what you want to hear, to go to the wise ones, or even like watching wise ones on YouTube, um, or Instagram, people that can inspire you, to podcasts that can help you, and having patience, being able to sit and allow it to happen in the way it needs to happen. Happiness, creating a life that makes you happy. As we go through these shifts, we're going to be required more and more to make lives that make us happy. There's a deep stillness coming in as well in May, a deep stillness. And I think if you don't listen to it, there could be some type of illness comes in, like a virus or something. Something comes in and it forces you to. So May is about finding moments of stillness in amongst all of this change. Because the truth is, all this change energy coming in, we need to ground it in. And that's what you're going to do during the stillness. There's also a period of deep reflection as well needed at this time. Deep reflection so that you can climb the mountain and achieve what you want, achieve the growth that you want. So that's your reading. Thank you for watching. If you want to book a session with me, the website is below and all my other social media links. Please do like, comment, share, and subscribe. When you subscribe, also press the notification bell so that you're notified of all future videos. And yes, thank you for watching. Love to all, and I will see you in the next one. Bye. Capricorn, hello and welcome to my channel. So this is your reading for May 2025. Can you believe we're at that halfway mark? Nearly. I know we've got another month before we get into June and we're halfway through the year, but how this year has flown. Do you have some words of wisdom that you have gathered from this year that have helped you get through this year, or that you've come about this year and found out this year that you would like to share with others and you think those words could help? Little quotes, etc. Put them in the comments so people can see them. And if you want inspiration, then go to the comment section. Could you also leave me a Capricorn emoji so I can see which star sign follows me the most? Okay, so let's get to it. The two decks that I'm going to be using today is the Golden Tarot by Cat Black. I'm also going to be using the Soul Coaching Oracle deck by Denise Lynn. I'll do the tarots first and then we'll go on to the oracle cards like we usually do. So Capricorn, 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 Capricorn. Oops. So Five of Swords has just flipped out of the deck. Let's keep pulling. Somebody's expecting you to clean up their mess. They're expecting you to put something right. They're expecting you to clean up their mess. They're leaving the job undone. The Chariot. Look at that as well. It's one of those, like, what would they call them? World War II women that went to, what would they call them? Anyway, it doesn't matter. That kept the country going. Somebody wants you to keep going for them. They want you to be the driving force. They want you to do something for them. Four of Cups at the bottom. And this could be them approaching you, but it could also be you approaching them and asking them for help. There's something here about help. Being expected to do something for someone, somebody that won't do it themselves. This person will not do it themselves. This is that person. This is you wanting to come in and say, can't you do this yourself? They're possibly using like passive aggressive energy towards you, very withdrawn, possibly even using something from the past against you. Okay. The world needing to break free from that, needing to release yourself from that and the burdens of others. There's a past life I'm tuning into for some of you, a few of you, one of you. And it's where you feel as though you've done a great misdeed. So consequently, any lifetime that's come after that, you've been working hard to prove yourself as a person. This is interesting. So consequently, and I'll say consequently a lot in this reading, certain people have set up a soul contract with you to show up as people that you think they need you. You know, I've got to go around and put my dad's tie on because I just have to every morning because he can't do it himself. But you know deep down that he can, or that actually doesn't need to wear a tie. He could do a shirt and jumper. He really doesn't need to wear a tie. He's not going into the bloody office, and he ain't going to a bloody wedding, and he ain't going to a funeral. So why is he wearing that tie? This is something that possibly you've created in order to feel needed and wanted, and as though you're paying something back to society. But you get a choice this month of letting that shit go, letting that. This could all be an analogy of needing to let this people pleasing energy go. It's the past. It's the past. It's the past. Release the past. I put that beneath the Five of Swords card, cleaning up the past. See how cards can have multiple meanings and multiple stories within them. So this is about cleaning up the past. You've already cleared it. Queen of Cups, it's time to look after you. It's time to look after your interests. It's time to look after your emotional needs, to take your life forward, to think about your needs, wants, and aspirations. The Lovers, which is choice and healing, relationship healing as well. Yes, being of service is good, but not at the expense of your health and your well-being. Page of Cups, maybe there's a vulnerability about you here being manipulated. The inner child, the inner teenager being manipulated. Four of Coins, somebody staying stuck in their energy and needing to release that. The Judgment, another reading today with the Judgment card. This is karmic. Lots of karmic stuff going on in May. A lot of karmic stuff going on in May. You know, heartbreak because you're hurting. You're hurting. You're hurting because you've neglected yourself. And you now have a choice with this going forward. Two of Pentacles. You can't balance everything. You can't have everything. We're being told you can have everything. But you can have everything, but not in a good way. Something's not going to be functioning right. And this is about you to make a decision, needing to make a decision about your life. Ace of Coins, so that you can make a stand, but also knock off a deck of cards like I just have done. Make a stand, plant a new seed, and go forward. Let's do the Oracle cards. Capricorn. Capricorn, Capricorn, Capricorn. No, Capricorn, May 2025. Power. This card has come up in other readings today. So this is you standing in your power and standing in your truth. If you stand in your truth and power, you will get somewhere. If you don't, you won't. It's about the beauty of life and seeing the beauty of life and the beauty out there that awaits you if you can give it a chance, if you're willing to give it a chance. Of finding pleasure in the silly things. Interesting. I wanted to say in the small things, but yeah, finding pleasure in silly things, silly jokes, comedy. Being able to enjoy a nice warm bath or shower with your crystals, etc., without having somebody nagging you or feeling guilty. Stop feeling guilty for enjoying yourself. If you do look after someone, you really feel as though I can't step away from this, then at least make time for yourself. And yeah, we've got this playfulness energy. You need to have more fun, more playfulness. Find more passion in your life. You've lost your mojo. You need to get out there and be passionate about things. This is also a period of purification and release and radiance, a phoenix rising from the ashes, clarity and clearing. An opportunity in May to rise up. Inner silence. You can free yourself, simplifying your life, simplifying your existence, and finding your strength going forward. So that's your reading for May. If you would like to book a session with me via Zoom, my website and social media and whatnot links are all below. Please make sure that you like, comment, and share and subscribe to this channel. If you want more content, make sure you also press the little bell next to the subscribe button, and then you'll be notified when I do a video. If you want to check previous Tarotscopes, I do have a Tarotscope playlist that you're more than welcome to work your way through. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye. Aquarius, hello and welcome to my channel. So this is going to be your reading for May 2025. Have you gained any words of wisdom this year that have helped you get through this year or help you face challenges that you would like to share in the comment section below? You know, sharing is caring, and I love the fact that this community is a very caring, sharing community. Also, as well, can you believe that we're nearly at the halfway mark of this year? Let me know your thoughts on that. And can you put me an Aquarius emoji in the comment section so that I can see which star sign follows me the most? So let's get into your reading. The two decks that you will see today is the Unfolding Path Tarot by Athene Noctua And you will also be seeing the Moonology Oracle cards by Yasmin Boland. There you go. So let's get to it. It'll be the tarot and then the oracle cards as per normal. So Aquarius, May 2025. Woo! I'm hearing the words. That was the lover's card that nearly sprung out, but I put it back in. There's an old relationship, an old love relationship that is being released in a very big way. Um, I'm feeling it's more of a past relationship, but it could be a current one as well for some of you. But I mean, even if it is a current one, there's a lot of past stuff there, including past lives, past heritage, and it's a big oomph of release, a big ball of energy that comes in to help you release that and to assist you through that process. So Aquarius, 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 Aquarius. You can't make it up, can you? Three of Swords, heartbreak. And the wheel of fortune, which is fate, but also going forward from this heartbreak, this raw heartbreak, this pain, whatever it is for you, possibly where your integrity was brought into question. It's a real raw one, is this? I'm feeling it in my bones and my cells. Um, it came into your life, believe it or not, true fact, for you to rise. And this is about you going from that, where she's in total despair, she's splattered with blood, she's been in a war zone, she's abused, neglected, unloved, to actually, I love me. And May is that transition for you. It's the choice point, the Two of Swords. I can't see my future because I'm blindfolded. Everything's a little bit illusionary, but I have to make this decision from the purest aspect possible, not from neediness, not from torment, not from anger, but of purity. How can I purify my existence, my life, my future, my past, and my present? Because don't forget, the choices that we make now go, time is not linear. Ace of Pentacles, boom, how she throws that pentacle out. I am going to make decisions that are different from what she made. Or hey, if you're male watching me, this could be love, this could be business, it could be whatever friendship. It's going to be slightly different for everyone watching. But this is you going, you know what? Wow, I can be different going forward. I don't have to follow the old pattern. When I plant that next pentacle, it's going to be blossoming and beautiful before I even plant it. I'm going to plant it on my terms. Oh, I'm liking this. Three of Cups, collaboration, getting back out there in the world, realizing that, there's nothing to fear, that you've not got enemies, you've just got master teachers that come into your life to purge certain emotions out of you. This is about you also, as well, releasing old aspects of yourself, but also loving old aspects of yourself, if that makes sense. Yeah. I also feel as well, because you won't see this because obviously it's on my desk, but how these cards have been laid down is like that. So you could have been betrayed by others, or there could be a three-way situation going on here, or a four-way situation. And this is about you finding a new tribe, but also letting that go, letting that pain go. Coming out of victim mentality. There could also be as well somebody here that wants to keep you in victim mentality, especially. Right, God, I'm getting so many strands. Right, number one, this is you getting out of victim mentality. Number two, there's somebody wanting to keep you in victim mentality. And number three, the person or people that hurt you were victims. They were very weakened people, very weak people that came in to try and take your light. So I'm feeling as well you need to top up your light. Get out in the sun, look at the sun with your eyelids closed. Don't look at it with your, because you'll burn your eyes. Close your eyes just for a few seconds. Every now and again throughout the day, top up your light, go for an energy healing session, Reiki session, or whatever you need to do to heal. Top up, because whoever this person is was a real energy, and it just feels like they're just gonna have to get on with it. They're going to have to just get on with it. Queen of Wands, you coming in and getting on with what you need to do going forward. You know, and don't forget attracts like attracts like. So there will be an aspect of you that was also in victim mode. So this is about you addressing yours. Because often we'll think about, oh God, they were such a victim. They were such an arc. They were such a this. Trigger warning coming. Birds of a feather flock together. So if we attract it, if we are in a relationship with that, there is something in that that is being mirrored back to us. If that triggers, brilliant, there's healing happening. Allow it to happen. And this is about you healing that victim mentality or that neediness that brought you both together. Because what I'm being shown is people are magnets. You know, you don't attract something that's not within your alignment. Do you know what I mean? Interesting. And if you can go into that teaching, you will be able to step forward with this and take a deep breath and a fresh start going forward. A much cleaner start. Compare her. I mean, it could actually be the same woman, to be honest. Let's have a look at the artwork. Compare her to her. She's cleaned herself up. She's sorted herself out. There could also be addiction issues here as well. Not for all of you, but there's addiction issues because I'm feeling the need to say there's not just emotional cleaning up to do. There's addictive cleaning up, and that could be addictive personality. It could be addicted to drama, addicted to victim mentality. It's a deep one. Is this Aquarius addicted to something else like a substance? Transition, letting go. I would say during the full moons of May, knowing that we're also coming up to the solstice energy in June, do some kind of a ritual where you release and let go. And with the new moon, you know, think about this Knight of Pentacles here and do some manifesting. Work with the moon cycles in May. Yeah, there is addiction issues here. There is addiction issues. This is possibly an old self of you, or could even be somebody else in your life. It could, for some of you, this isn't for all of you, it could be a son or a daughter that is possibly going through some behavior patterns that are quite similar to you and the other parent. And they're mirroring something back to you, and that is causing a trigger. I don't want to see that. I can't stand this. And there's a bit of battling of walls going on here. Or maybe there's something here where it's coming at you. And it's about working together. Be the person that you needed when you were in that situation. And King of Cups, which is kind-heartedness, emotional reunions, emotional healing, vitality, and the final card is Queen of Swords. Cutting, in fact, there's another one. Cutting cords to what no longer serves you. Knight of Swords going forward. And Four of Swords celebrating you. And, you know, you're going to be doing a lot of releasing. There seems to be a lot of releasing in the air signs today. So yeah, there's a lot of releasing, making space for what needs to coming in the future and in the current timelines as well. Aquarius, expect powerful change. A lot of what you're experiencing here has actually come in via the eclipses that we've just come through and gone, oh, I know it's May, but the eclipses are still going to be lingering on. It's all interconnected, you see. You're very close to achieving your goal. So keep going, keep standing tall. Don't be tempted to go back into old habits. It's time to take action. It's time to take action. Now, some of you have been putting off things like paperwork and all that kind of thing and making deals for some time. A new romantic cycle is beginning, whether it's with yourself, because remember, before you can love another, you have to love yourself first. Otherwise, it is impossible to love another. Believe in the impossible, believing your happy ending. And a happy ending isn't always a knight in shining armor. And a happy ending has to first and foremost be you being totally comfortable with yourself. That's the happy ending you aim for, and the rest follows from that. Work through your fears. There's also a fear of abandonment coming up. What if I walk away from this and there's nothing else for me? That's part of the purging cycle. A personal issue reaches resolution. So yeah, this is an interesting month. It's time to release negativity. We've just said that you're doing a lot of releasing, so a lot of resting, a lot of paddling as well. I don't know if you call it that in other parts of the world, where you take your socks off and you take your shoes and you go for a paddle in the sea, the lake, river, whatever. A lot of connecting with nature, but paddling. So what I'm being shown is energy being drawn out of the balls of the feet and being transmuted into the water and cleansed and released away from the land. And you are good enough. A lot of the problems you faced in your life is because you felt as though you weren't good enough. And that's been your downfall. It's been your greatest downfall through many lifetimes. And luck is on your side. The time is now. Don't let your past hold you back. Again, another similar card. Okay, we're going to be doing what we've done with the rest of the air signs and keeping on pulling. Step out of your comfort zone. And nothing yet is set in stone. So we're going through timeline collapses. A time for healing. And this is going to be your final card. Be bold and make the first move. So timelines, I feel as though that's depending on where you're at, depending on how much you can let go and move forward in May, as to what timeline you can go on, which is a great place to be because you're in charge. And this is why I keep saying to people, quit looking for predictions, because timelines are collapsing. You could go for a reading feeling really low that day, and somebody in that low energy that you are, you'll be on your lowest timeline. So the prediction that you will get will be doom and gloom. It'll be lower vibrational. But in a month's time, you could do a lot of healing and you could woof up and then you go into your highest timeline. So your predictions changed. Anyway, if you'd like to book a session with me, my website is below. It's all via Zoom. Easy booking system. All my social media links are there as well. Please do like, comment, share, and subscribe for more content. And make sure you click on the bell for your notifications. And if you want to look at past month's Tarotscopes, please visit the playlist section on here. There's a really good playlist section that helps you navigate all the different genres of video that you can find on here. And you can see the previous months. Thanks for watching. Love to all. Bye. Pisces, hello and welcome to my channel. So this is your reading for May 2025. Nice to have you here. How are you finding this year? I mean, we've got another month. We've got this month, end of this month, and we're halfway through the year. How are you finding this year? Let me know in the comments, what's it been like so far? How are you navigating these energies? Also, pop me a Pisces emoji in the comments so I can see which one of my followers is a certain star sign. Okay, so, and I can see which is the most popular star sign that follows me, if that makes sense. So, predominant people, are they Pisces or Cancer or Leo or whatever? Right, let's get to it. So the two decks that you will see in this reading are the Astro Matrix Tarot, and you're also going to be seeing the Time Traveler's Oracle by Denise Lynn. So let's get to it. Pisces. That's interesting. I'm being shown a little child. I think this is past stuff of being told off by an old lady, elderly lady. As I was shuffling the deck, the family card spun out and then spun back in. There's some past family healing here for somebody in relation to that grandmother. Okay. I'm feeling with this grandmother type figure, there was an unhappiness there that she was never taught how to channel. And it kind of came out in her children and her relationship with her children and grandchildren, of fear and of trying to control them in order for them to be happy, if that makes sense, in order that they don't hurt themselves. So that's clearing for you if that resonates, or if there's somebody around you that resonates with. Interesting. The cards have blown up and we've got the Queen of Swords, which is the cutting through of it and the releasing of it, and the Three of Cups. Interesting. There's a personal message there for someone. Let me know in the comments if it's you. So Pisces, May 2025. Pisces, May 2025. Star card, we're on healing. Healing and moving forward, open communication. The balance in the waters of the body and the mind and the soul. Being able to balance who you are and what you want. It feels as though you've been going through a period where, yeah, you've thought you've known what you've wanted, but you've not been able to put it into action. You've not been able to know how to bring it about. And it feels as though May is a month of bringing it about. You're more confident in who you are as a person. Eight of Wands, it's about open communications, things moving forward, and a breakthrough coming in. We've got the Six of Cups, which is the inner child and the past life healing, past life release, current life healing, current life release. Because the truth is, even your lifetime as a child is a past life. You've all heard that story that I shared on here, where I was visited by the ghost of me in my 20s. Believe it or not, it did happen. Um, so your childhood is a past life. It's a past life that you've been part of. So there's healing and looking back to the past with a fondness and making peace with it. Because until we make peace with it and show it love and compassion, we can't stay forward. We stay where we are in heartbreak with the Three of Swords. And you're going to be asked to really go deep into certain feelings and emotions and belief systems in relation to your past, your inner child. It's about allowing yourself to release this heartbreak. Again, we've got the generation card, generational healing, making things clearer again. There's something here about a lot of your ancestors, more recent ancestors that have gone over, like grandparents and great grandparents, need this breakthrough because there's something here that's gone on too long and it's not helping anyone. It's certainly not helping you. It's keeping you anchored. It could even be stories that have been passed down to you via a parent of what a parent did to them that have somehow become in your energy and it's causing chaos in your life, or you taken on their burden and their anger and their hatred. Page of Wands, and we're wanting to go forward and getting a new idea and making it work. And also, as well, there's an energy here of being able to make sense of something. Three of Cups, healing relationships with others. The three graces with their cups into the sky. Four of Cups, sometimes we're waiting for this apology or this big breakthrough, but sometimes it doesn't come. Many people find it really hard to apologize and we judge them for that. But let's be honest with ourselves. How many times should we really go and apologize for past things that we've done? We know we should do, but we find it hard to. Humans find it really hard to. And this feels like an energy of stop waiting for these apologies because it's unfair. I'm hearing that it's unfair to put that burden on somebody else because sometimes, a lot of the time, people can hurt you without realizing it. And if that triggers, breathe into it. It's about release. And not seeing yourself as separate from everybody else. The Empress here. We know we've got a grandmother wound, possible mother wound, but that's stopping you being the creator. So this is about healing and release and creating a life that you're proud of and creating a life that you're not trying to numb out of. Because Two of Pentacles comes in and there's an energy of not trusting yourself, not having confidence in your power, but also realizing that it is time to make sense of things, seeing things from a different perspective. Also, as well, with this depiction of it, she's got the waves behind her. She's finding a balance with that. It's almost like I'm not going to lose myself with all the waves that are trying to distract me. I'm going to make sense of these pentacles and of what I need to let go and what I need to embrace because where I've been right now, I've been in these choppy waves. So there's something here that I need to release to go forward. And that's the Four of Wands, a celebration. And the Judgment, the clearing, knowing where you are now existing. Knowing that you don't need to keep protecting yourself, that you don't need to be so defensive. one more card, a manifestation, two of wands, one more tarot card. We've still got the oracle cards to do. So there's a lot here to unpack, Pisces. It's not easy, but it actually is, because love is the answer to everything. I think in a nutshell, this is about releasing the need for people to apologize or make it right or make it better, releasing the old stories, the old expectations, and allow people to be who they are. If you, for example, you've got a dad that's quite distant, you've got to understand that that's him. He's possibly not going to change. If he does, great. But if not, you've got to find a way to love the person that they are. That's what I'm feeling in this reading. You've got to find a way to love who they are and what they bring to the table. And if they've brought nothing but chaos to the table, or that's what you perceive, then even in that chaos, there's learning and karma clearing and teaching. So whatever they've done, they've actually won in order to bring you about something. And as I'm saying this, it's 13:33 here in the UK as I'm filming. So 333 is the Christ consciousness energy, which is all about unity consciousness. So yeah. And the three graces, which is three, coming together with others and not seeing yourself as separate. Pisces, 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 Pisces. Oops. I've put those cards in upside down. Yeah, the right way now, I think. Pisces. Stability. The baobab tree, Africa. Again, if I say anything wrong, ignore me. It is what it is. But stability, community, needing to find stability in your life. And the way that you're going to do that is releasing those old stories. Activation. This is a real deep period of activation, spiritual activation, humans discovering fire in Africa. I bet that was a moment, wasn't it, when they discovered fire and the medicine of fire and the healing energy of fire? Miracles, the Northern Lights, Iceland. Again, is about magic and wonder and the fact that they do say, and I do a technique every morning that helps to ground me, but also helps me to go up, because if you're not grounded and you try to go higher, you become ungrounded and you become away with the fairies, and you can never solidify to anything. So you've got to be firmly grounded to go higher so that you can go higher. Okay. So yeah, interesting energies, patience. Under the Bodhi tree, northern India. So patience, patience, allow it to play out in the way it's meant to play out. Deep spiritual insights coming to you. Peace, St. Francis of Assisi, Italy. Of Assisi, Italy, Assisi, whatever it is. Transcending Atlantis. So Atlantean past life and Atlantean heritage. We'll do one more. Purification, the Ganges River, India. So purification, being asked to, strip back all of your old stuff, the old stories, the old things you tell yourself, being asked to be more vulnerable as well here. That's it, Pisces. If you want to book a session with me, my website and stuff is below in the description box and the pinned comment. Thanks for watching. Please do like, comment, share, and subscribe for more content. Make sure you also press the little bell so you're notified. And if you want to watch the catch up on previous month's reads, there is a playlist on my channel called Tarotscopes for the month ahead. Yes, thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye. Aries, hello and welcome to my channel. So this is going to be your reading for May 2025. And can you believe that we are nearly halfway through this year? Please let me know in the comments how you've been finding this year and if you've gained any wisdom or words of wisdom that you can share with others to help them navigate the rest of this year or the rest of their lives. Can you also give me an Aries emoji in the comments so that I can see which is the star sign that follows me the most? Okay, so let's get to it. The two decks that you're going to see in this video is the Astro Matrix Tarot. I'm also going to be using the Time Traveler's Oracle by Denise Lynn. So let's get to it. Aries, 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 May 2025. The Hanged One and the Knight of Swords at the bottom. This is all about all systems go. Knowing exactly what you want and going and getting it and putting the work in to bring it to fruition. It's about making decisions that's going to bring you long-lasting fruition, long-lasting, deep-rooted accomplishments, deep-rooted deals, deep-rooted ways of being from an enlightened perspective as well there. The Lost card here. It's almost like Aries, you're realizing what you need to do to find your Two of Cups. And before we get into Two of Cups, it's all about relationships first and foremost. Two of Cups is about our relationship with ourselves. And this is about you going, you know what? I now know that whatever this is that kept me unhappy doesn't serve me anymore. I've gone into the black mood, the cloak. I've worn my cloak of despondency, of fear, of pain for far too long now, and it's not helping me. But what I do know is I know how to come out of this, how to come out the other side. And the answers that I seek also being within you, the Emperor. And that's how you can face life's challenges. And it's like, you know what? I know that I can achieve great things in my life. I know that I can take my life forward. I know that I can reach new heights. I don't need to be that weak young man at the side of the river in the Five of Cups energy, where he's lost himself, he's lost his friendships. It's about making new connections. You know, the Emperor there, he's got the world in his hands. And he knows that the world is in his hands. He's got his shield there. He knows he's protected. He knows where he needs to be. And he knows that he deserves to be on his throne as well. He's not going to let anyone knock him from his throne. But neither is he going for anybody. He's defending himself. Having to defend yourself. Having to defend the choices that you've made. When people change spiritually, or they've gone on a spiritual awakening, and they're no longer who they were, many people around them do not understand. Do not understand why you're walking away from things or changing or not going out with the lads for a drink, or they can't handle it, and they can come at you and they can get quite passive aggressive. And this is about not fighting fire with fire. It's about, yeah, mere boundaries, and yeah, this is what I'll put up with. But it's not about, you know, I'm going to tell them straight and I'm going to go for them, because that can explode. Nine of Swords, anxiousness, sleepless nights. Let's keep looking at this. And Ten of Cups. You know, do I want to stay in a situation where I'm anxious, I'm belittled, I'm talked down to, I'm constantly having to defend myself? Or do I choose this, which is a happier going on? This can be family, relationships, friendships, work, business. It's about, I'm not going to put up with this. I think it was in Cancer. Cancer Tarotscope for me, we were talking about timelines collapsing, and it feels as though that's not just for Cancer, that's possibly for everyone as well, where old timelines have collapsed, where it's like, I don't need to be that person anymore. Does that make sense? I don't need to be in those situations anymore. I know that something else is waiting for me. I know that something else is available to me. Anything other is just this devilish energy, and I'm releasing it. I'm releasing that devilish energy. I'm stepping away from it. I'm stepping away from thinking my life and destiny is in the hands of another. You've got the Justice card, which is balance and your truth. I like the fact that the sword isn't like it is on the Ace of Swords, which can be a bit in your face. And sometimes, when people say, I speak my truth, I think a lot of the time with that, it can be a bit toxic. I really do. My truth is this. We've all done it. I'm speaking my truth. Sometimes there's something really powerful in being aware of your truth, but also being able to listen to others' truths without coming straight in or coming back at them, and being able to see the different perspectives and being able to see the different realities and the different lives and have respect for all. And that's your judgment call, and that's how you're clearing something. You're clearing something really deep here, Aries. And it's an old fragment of yourself that it needs to be released because otherwise it holds you back. Three of Pentacles, new collaborations with new people. King of Wands taking your life in a new direction and closing down a very huge chapter. Aries, if I remember rightly, a lot of your star signs have been about release and clarity and change. God, at least I think since last September, August time. Each month, it's almost like each month, Aries, you're building on this and getting stronger and getting more focused and getting more in your lane about what you want. You've got to also understand that those around you that are still holding the denser energies possibly will not get you, and that's fine. We're not really meant to understand everyone. We're meant to hold compassion and love for everyone, but we're not meant to understand everyone because um, everyone has their own unique experience. So that'd be awfully overwhelming if you knew everyone's experience. Um, and be at peace with that. Be at peace with the kickback or the flack that you may get of somebody. Um, this is your path, your story, and your destiny. So Aries May. The Great Wall of China boundaries, knowing what you're going to put up with and what you're not going to put up with, but also being aware of the work that you need to put into something to make it a reality. Growth. The Amazon rainforest, Brazil. So you got the card of growth, abundance. So by putting in these good, healthy boundaries, not toxic boundaries where you're isolating yourself, but healthy boundaries, by realizing that you are part of the whole, and by putting that work in as well, and not just sat down thinking I can just manifest a change. A lot of the time, you have to actually put some work in and meet the universe halfway. You also get your breakthrough with the moon landing. Okay, so it could even be you're the first to do something. The trailblazer of your family, or the trailblazer of your workspace, or the trailblazer of your friendship group. Maybe that's why there's such a kickback because you're going to be the first to do it. And that's the thing. Maybe you being the first to do it is the one that causes a ripple across the pond. How many times do we do something and then find out a few weeks afterwards, or the people have made similar decisions? Healing. The dream temples of Asclepius, Greece. If I've said it wrong, don't worry. The dream temples, healing, deep healing. So, what's going on in your dreams? Doing a lot of time traveling, doing a lot of other reality, a lot of astral traveling in your dreams. You're very active in your dreams. You're going into the skies, the universe, the cosmos. You may think I'm not doing anything physically, but there's a lot going on in dream state. Higher consciousness, Sirius, Pleiades, and Arcturus. So you're going to higher consciousness. Your guides are wanting you to go higher and higher and higher. It's like, do you know there's no energy of you've gone too high? They want you to reach for the stars. Flow, the River Nile, Egypt. Going to higher dimensions, higher realities, investigating all the different realities, all the different civilizations, and knowing that you are protected. The Cave of Hands, Argentina, knowing that you're protected during this time. Whoops. Transcending Atlantis. There's a lot of other worlds here, a lot of old worlds, a lot of higher consciousness, breaking away from that false, dense energy that you've been in and going higher and going on a path of purification. The Ganges River, India. So deep purification. Interesting. That's your reading. If you'd like to book a reading with me via Zoom, my website and stuff is below. Booking system's really easy to use. If you're interested in more content from me, please do subscribe to my channel. Also click the notification bell, like the video so it gets out to more people, and give me a few emojis and let's see how you're doing. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next one.